Huh. Well, you can hear us, but you cannot see us. Hold on a moment. Huh. What about this? Nope, just a black screen, huh? Okay. Well, hey, hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Give me a moment. I'm looking up at the cameras if you can see me. Give me a moment while I try to figure this out.
Might be because I closed the lens cap the other day.
I don't think so. It's not green.
No.
But it should be because we're using it. So, let's see if I can do this on the fly here. Yes, it is that, right? Yeah, it's this. Say okay. Still nothing. Interesting. Huh. Well,
it must be because I did that, because that's the only thing that was done different.
Well, I mean, I did move it, so it could be that as well. Sometimes the camera gets a little finicky.
See, Holland is here and says, Marco.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your alarm is going off.
So sorry about that. I don't know why that did that, because I did not put it on snooze. I put it on off. What the heck?
All right, give me one moment. I'm still working on this thing. You can hear us at least, right? See, Holland? You can let us know that, right? We're looking for a video capture device, and we're looking for the webcam. It is not working.
Oh, boo.
Could it be, is it like under a layer where it's supposed to be like over or something?
Oh,
I don't think so. No, definitely not. Okay, I may have to unplug the webcam and then plug it back in, so give me a moment, everybody. Hi, welcome to the stream. Amy can read your stuff.
Can I hear you? Nope. LOL.
Don't mess with me like that, C. Holland.
That picture of the Wanderer is friggin' sick.
You like it?
Yes. Erica is also here. She says, I'm here too. Heart.
What's up, Erica?
Nice to see you both.
Yeah, happy Magic Monday.
Yeah.
I'm very far away. I'll be back.
Sorry about the camera, guys. I think that was me.
Again, I'm not so sure. I just moved it, so. Okay. Red light's off on the camera, right?
No, it's still on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then I unplugged the wrong thing.
Oh, no.
Did I, though? I couldn't have. It's this. Yeah, no, that was the right thing. Oh, no, it wasn't. I was in the wrong spot. All right. Red light is now off on the camera, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did that work?
I don't know. The light's still red. The green one's not on.
Green one's not on still, huh?
I broke it.
Interesting.
Maybe if we go to properties or something? Since it's on the webcam section.
Device. No, I mean, it would be the USB camera. Interesting. Quite strange. Well, anyway, I mean, we're here, and the stream is up. Sorry.
Erica says it was a busy weekend. I beat Persona 5
Nice.
Royale and cried 3 times. Got all 8 badges in Pokemon Violet.
Wow.
And found a shiny Swablu today.
Hell yeah. That is quite the busy weekend.
Yeah.
For sure.
What color is a shiny Swablu? I mean, blue is literally in its name, so I feel like it should still be blue, but...
Why aren't you working? I'm so mad.
Maybe if you deactivate?
I already did. I mean, I already unplugged it, plugged it back in, like... Is something else using it? That wouldn't make sense. All right. Well, hey, oh, the green light's on.
Oh.
That's something. Okay. It's working. So why isn't it here? Let's remove it and then reapply it and see if that works. Give us a moment, everybody. I think I figured it out. And by that, I mean I just did the same thing over and over again until it worked. Okay. I mean, we're much bigger. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Here. We will actually shrink us down so that you can see the game. Because, you know, while we're cool and all, I suppose, you're probably here for the gameplay, huh?
Nah, not worth it.
Yeah, why would you? All right. So I think, what were we, in this bottom corner? I guess that makes the most sense, right?
I don't know.
Me neither, but that's fine. We're here in the bottom corner, and hello, welcome to the stream. We did the thing. Hi. That only took 10 minutes. Let's get to the magicking and the gathering and the playing. For those of you who may be new, whether you're watching live or on the VOD, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
We are Geek for All, and now that we are done struggling with technology, we are actually here to play the Brothers War Limited here on MTG Arena for Magic Monday. Got these cool mythics here. Oops, not my profile. Don't do that. Unnecessary. Okay. We did the thing. And we are actually, despite the fact that thanks to Wizards, we got to play 12 hours of the newest formats on in Limited for the Brothers War during our early access stream. We did not get to play any drafts. So tonight, to start and probably throughout, we are going to be doing our first drafts here on Arena of the Brothers War. I'm sure many of you have done many drafts, and you're more than welcome to let us know how those events have gone for you and give your expertise to us. But I am going to be going into my first draft. We are going to be going into our first draft here tonight. So, I mean, I guess I have a way of doing it for free, so let's do it for free.
Mm-hmm. Erica says it turns a pretty pastel yellow. Ew, so it's like a used Q-tip at that point.
Ugh, not the wings, the body.
Oh, okay.
The wings are still white.
Okay. And then C. Holland says, yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad that people are enjoying the fact that, you know, our setup works and whatnot, and that we're drafting. So, are you ready, Amy?
Yes.
All right. Then let's do our first Brothers War draft. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Erica says, I drafted a deck that had both halves of both Urza and Mishra. That was cool.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Did you get
what the heck?
Did you get to do the thing? How many times did you do the thing? God, yeah. Meld in this set feels like a unicorn. It feels like, you know, you'll like never see it in Limited. But if you do, you're going to tell people about it, and sometimes they're just not going to believe you. All right, Legions to Ashes. 3 mana, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls, and all tokens that player controls with the same name as that permanent. I mean, it's exile something for 3 mana. Like, that's pretty good and pretty important. Gruesome Realization, draw 2, lose 2, or all their creatures get -1/-1. Fall of Krug is not great. Philagi Excavation is not great. Sure, I'll take the rare.
She says, I melded Urza 3 times and Mishra twice.
Wow.
C. Helen says, nice.
Yeah, very impressive. Okay.
I
like
would
that.
say so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take this rare. I've literally never used it before. I've never had it used against me before, but it's removal. And one thing I know about Limited, because there are very few things I know about Limited, but one thing I know about Limited is that removal is good. So I will take removal. It is 2 colors, but that's fine. We can go with it.
Erica says, Orzhov rare, you say?
I sure do. Okay. This card's insane. I'll happily take Autonomous Assembler. This card's great. Even if we weren't in white, like even if we abandon the Legions to Ashes, I'll play this card. It's at worst a 5 mana 4/5 Vigilance, and then you can, since it's got Vigilance, when you attack with it, you can tap 1, tap it, and put a counter on it. Like, incredible. Whenever an artifact enters, target creature gains flying. I mean, that's fine, I suppose. Battlefield Butcher. Each opponent loses 2. This ability costs 1 less for each creature in your graveyard. They took a common over this Autonomous Assembler or any of these uncommons. Okay. Is there a first pickable common in this set that I'm not aware of? Because, I mean, this card's insane. I'm absolutely going to take Autonomous Assembler. I love that card. Disenchant is a pretty good one, for sure.
They took their artifact fancy thing.
Oh, did we not? I didn't even see ours in the first pack. But that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even notice it in the first pack that we opened. Okay. Yeah, in terms of white and black, there's not much. There's Scrapwork Rager, which is quite good. And there's Disenchant, which is also quite good. It is removal, although it is somewhat limited removal, no pun intended. Meticulous Excavation, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand if it has Unearth. Instead, exile it, then return that card to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. I have to sneeze.
She said we had a burnished heart.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. We absolutely did. You're absolutely right. I noticed that. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, it's either Rager or Disenchant. I think I'm going to take Rager. I don't know in drafts how quickly Disenchants get taken, but Rager is a very good creature, and so I would like it. Okay, 2 colors that were not in for Battery Bearer, which is a great card. but I'm not really willing to push away from the colors we're in because the colors that we're in have pretty good cards available for us. Still, I like Scrapwork Cohort a lot. Not a big fan of Military Discipline. Power Stone Engineer is fine. We don't have a ton of big things to ramp to yet, but we could get there. But I think I'm going to take Prison Sentence because removal. That's pretty good. We're also not heavy soldiers right now, but we could look at Veterans Power Blade because obviously Scrapwork Cohort and Veterans Power Blade want to go in the same deck. And then there's Trench Stalker, which is just a decent 4/5 for 5. So that even if you're not drawing a second card in a turn, it's still a 4/5 for 5, which is just good.
And it's adorable. Look at that face. Don't you just love them?
It is a horror. Amy loves her horrors for sure. Gruesome Realization again, because we opened that, but this is not our opening pack. I'll take it. I mean, Supply Drop's not bad, but I don't think it's better than this. And Survivor is fine. I think if you're not in the Soldier deck, this card's not great. And we're not guaranteed in the Soldier deck because Soldier decks want to be white-blue. And I'm not seeing a lot of blue because it turns out blue in this set is pretty damn good. So I will happily take this Gruesome Realization, and maybe the other one wheels, although I doubt it. There's a Forging the Anchor. There's an Ambush Paratrooper, which is not bad at all. Clay Revenant is a very good card. Also a Tower Worker, notably an Assembly Worker, which does work with our Autonomous Assembler.
That sounds good.
It does. I mean, it's a 3-mana 1/3 with reach that taps for 1. Is it better than Clay Revenant, though? Like, if we're trying to get there, I mean, we know that the Assembly Worker, the Worker deck is incredible. The,
It's
Tron
real
Worker
good.
deck is quite good if you can get there. And with Autonomous Assembler, maybe I try to spec into it. Just a bit. And we'll see how we do. Okay. Interesting. Calamity's Wake, I'm not a fan. Takashi's Dig Site, I'm also kind of not a fan. Lauren's Escape, though. This card I learned during the early access event was good because every time somebody played it against me, I got real tilted. So
There's also a blue-red Soldier token deck.
oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you. So yeah, I'm definitely taking Lauren's Escape here because, like I said, if it pisses me off enough, I know it's good. All right, so there's Emergency.
That's the metric.
Yes. There's actually both of these cards are incredible. I like Deadly Riposte a lot. It deals 3 damage to a tapped creature and we gain 2 life. Or Emergency Weld, we bring back an artifact or creature from our graveyard to our hand and make a 1/1 soldier. We don't care as much about the soldiers, but I think this card is good enough that we're going to take this one.
Okay. Erica says, also, while I'm still briefly on the topic of Pokemon,
Sure.
the games are really fun, but Jesus, the bugs and glitches are a lot.
I have only heard about it, and yeah, it seems like that is a thing, which is unfortunate for sure.
That is a thing that happens with newer games, right? I mean,
especially ones that they rush out because they are, on deadlines or whatever, and try to rush it out quickly. Each creature card in your graveyard, but I want the Gigamole over this, although this is obviously a very good card.
Even me, as someone who knows very limited anything about video games, knows that if you're gonna buy a game when it's fresh out the gate like that, you're gonna have to expect that there will be some glitches, and you'll be the guinea pig in that scenario.
For sure. Amy, arts.
Ooh, pretty. First one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. None of the above. Obviously, I'll take that into my deck in a second. Do you like any of these?
I guess the little guy at the end.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops. What the hell?
Oh.
That card disappeared. Hello. It made me take the other one.
Okay.
Well, there's another chance at this one. That was real weird. Anybody else see? Oh, you want your spider friend?
No, the other thing is
Forging
awesome.
the anchor. You got it. And the last pick, Calamity's Wake. All right. On color, rare or mythic? I mean, no. No. Technically, no. Repair and recharge is 5 mana. Return an artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a tapped Power Stone. Thran Vigil. I don't love this one either. Mishra's Research Desk. Jalum Tome. Deadly Riposte is pretty good. Veteran's Powerblade. Yoshi and Medic I like quite a bit. Gix's Caress I'm not a big fan of. I might just pick Medic here. These feel very underwhelming to me. I guess maybe I try to get there with the... Yeah, Erica's right. Yeah. But especially because... You know why? Especially because there's not something jumping out at me of like, oh, this uncommon's insane, right? If that was the case, then I would be like, look, I can't risk this. I have to try, like, take the good card. But because it's like that or a 3-mana 1/4 lifelink, which is good, I'll spec into this and give it a try.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Erica says, I battled a trainer near a cliff, and the game kept loading and despawning the shadow of it right on top of our battle. Wow. Did that make it difficult for you to actually do the battle? Or was it fine? It was just, like, stupid and annoying.
So I'm going to take Power Stone Fracture over Prison Sentence because we do have a lot of things that like care about things being in our graveyard or bring things back from our graveyard, things being creatures or artifacts. So sacking one is not as punishing. And with this, if they have sacrifice effects, they can get around the fact that we've put a Prison Sentence on something. So when both are a choice, I'll take the Power Stone Fracture. I don't dislike Prison Sentence, obviously. I have one, and I took it pretty highly. So
Okay. C. Holland says, Third Path Iconoclast makes a soldier token every time you cast a non-creature spell.
that's right. And that is a very, very good card for sure.
Cool.
For sure. All right, so I said I don't love Survivor. Gixian Infiltrator is fine. We don't have a lot of sacrifice effects. We're not really in that kind of a deck yet. But I'll take Deadly Riposte. We don't have one yet. I like it. It's good. Mm-hmm. Oh, Gixian Skullflayer for sure. This card put in work for me at the pre-release. Or yeah, for sure. I love this card.
That art is kind of boss
It's amazing, yes. Also, Swiftfoot Boots would not be a bad pick. 1 mana to give something hexproof on your turn after you play it. And haste, too, if you need it. Very, very good. Plus, there aren't really other things that really stand out to me in this pack besides these 2 cards. So,
Erica says, it was fine, but the flickering made my heart hurt.
fair.
My head hurt.
Oh, yeah. Okay. With the
Sure.
just flashing lights over and over
Yeah,
again.
that's super annoying.
When it enters, search your library for up to 3 artifacts, put them into your graveyard, and then shuffle. That's not really the deck that we're in. So it's probably Clay Revenant. I was going to take the other one before. This one's quite good. And again, if we're in a sacrifice deck of any kind, right, that's a great target. Oh, what?
I wanted to hover over my spider friend.
Oh, I'm
I
so
could
sorry.
see it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We've got Hercule, Master Wizard. I really want to call her Hercule every time I read the card. I'm like, oh, it's Hercule. No, it's not. It's definitely not. I know you love this art. I don't love this card. Ashnod's Intervention is fine. Recommission is fine. Coastal Bulwark is not where we're at. So I guess I'll take Intervention. I'll probably cut it later, to be honest. 3 or less. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Why is this still here?
There you go.
What?
Did something good finally.
Do people not know what this card does? Because I do. Why is this still here? Okay. Sure.
Maybe it did the thing that it did to you, where somebody tried to pick it and it
And
disappeared.
it disappeared.
Then it showed up again later somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know that people know that you just exile a creature. It's quite good. Okay. Ooh, Mine Worker. Okay.
Let's do it.
2/3 of the way there. Although, again, just having one of each, not really exactly where we want to be. Although, Power Plant Worker and Mine Worker are playable on their own without all 3, in my humble opinion. I mean,
There's
probably
your
just...
sword that you mentioned before.
Yeah, but it's only if we're in a soldier deck. Right now, we have 0 soldiers. Why does it...
Gotcha.
It shows it, though, I guess, because we can make 1/1 soldiers with stuff. So, yeah, I'll take the Jalum Tome. Why not? I mean, Ichor Wellspring. It does. There are ways of us sacking artifacts, but not a ton in our deck currently. But I'll still take it because it was literally the only thing there for us. Gixie and Infiltrator. Okay, so we can look towards sacrificey type things. Usually that's for black-red. I don't love this card. Sure, I don't love this one either, but it's playable in our colors. So, or sorry, it's in our colors. So I will keep it in the sideboard just in case. But yeah, our deck looks like it wants to be a sacrifice deck for sure. We just have to find the right pieces to do that. Well, we get it anyway. There you go, Amy. Okay. All right. On color, rare or mythic. Or actually, just mythic Mishra. Damn it. Damn it. I asked too late. Okay, so Goblin Charbelcher is not what we're trying to do here. Recruitment Officer is not what we're trying to do. Yoshi and Medic. I mean, there's Emergency Weld, which we like, but we already have 2 of. Or Power Stone Fracture, which does let us sacrifice things and is a removal spell, which is all of what we want in this deck right now. So,
what's that thing at the top there in that corner?
This one?
Yeah.
Thran Power Suit. So you can play it for 2, equip it for 2, and then the equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each aura and equipment attached to it, and has Ward 2.
Oh. I feel like I haven't seen that one much, if at all.
I don't like it. Like, it's fine, and the art is interesting, but...
Erica says, "Oh, I don't think I shared on Friday, but I'm joining a long-term D&D game."
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I did not... If you did, I don't recall.
So
So
good.
yeah, it's possible that you did not share that.
Is it just going to be online, or is it going to actually get to be in person?
Ooh, what do we... Ooh, both of these are great creatures. And they cost the same amount of mana, but one's a 2/2, one's a 2/3, and then one could be a 3/4. Damn.
See, Helen says cool.
We do not have a lot of card draw. Damn.
Card draw is the best mechanic, right?
It's the best words in Magic, yeah.
Erica says, yeah, it's over Discord with some really close friends who are long distance.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So that should be good, right?
Yeah.
Your favorite little man.
Yeah, but it's for blue.
Um,
It's not for us. But like I said, blue's good in this format. This is good, but like, we're not a soldier deck. But again, then there's this, which cares about soldiers. So I don't like this, right?
she says, speaking of a kind of iconoclast.
Yeah. Yeah, we opened the Iconoclast. Or, sorry, we got past the... We didn't open it. We got past the Iconoclast. Which is great. It's a great card. Not for this deck, but it's good. We got the Self-Assembler.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely take that. Definitely take that. So, for people who are unaware, 5 mana 4/4, which is good in and of itself. When it enters, we may search our library for an Assembly Worker creature card, reveal it, put it into our hand, and then shuffle. And right now, we have 3. This will count. This will be our 4th, but it doesn't count itself, right? But we have 3 Assembly Worker creatures, one of which would be amazing to search for if we don't have it already in the Autonomous Assembler. But otherwise, we have the Tower Worker and the Mine Worker. So, yeah. Very, very good. Warlord's Elite would be fine as well, and Gixian Infiltrator is quite good for us too. But I like the Self-Assembler here. We got another Mine Worker. I'll take it. There's a Carrion Locust, though. There's a Carrion Locust, though. There's also this Airlift Chaplain, which I know people really love. We don't really have a lot of flying, do we? Fine, I'll take the Locust. You convinced me. Ooh, Skull Flayer number 2. Yes, please. Airlift Champion again. Or Chaplain, not Champion. Chaplain again. But Skull Flayer is much better. I like this card quite a bit. So I will take that one. Ooh, lots of black and white cards in here, huh? Gnawing Vermin is a 1-mana 1/1 when it enters. Target player mills 2 cards. When it dies, a creature we don't control gets -1/-1 until end of turn. And another Gruesome Realization. Let's see. That's a tough choice between those two. I guess I take the 1-drop. We already have one of these. So yeah, I'll take the 1-drop. Gnawing Vermin. We got a power plant worker.
Ah, yes.
One of each. One of each. I am passing up a Goring Warplow for it, which hurts. That hurts me in my soul. But we learned if you're doing it for the memes, it could still happen. So let's try it. Wow, nothing in here for us at all. Do you like this guy?
Sure.
Do you like this one?
That's beautiful.
Do you like this art?
Yes.
Okay.
Erica says, sorry, go ahead.
No. It's the only black card. I'm taking it.
Erica says, once the picks are over, I'll talk about the character idea I have because she's strange, but I like her a ton.
Sure. Awesome. All right. So the Infiltrator came back. That's good to know. Do you like any of these arts?
The first one. Yeah.
This one. Oh, the first one that I showed you. You got it.
Gore my warplow.
Because I didn't pick it, it's the only time you get to make that joke, I guess, unless an opponent plays it, but still.
C. Helen says, you ever read any of the Discworld books?
I have not. One thing that I'm like pretty deficient on, unfortunately, is like sci-fi and fantasy reading. Like I've read a lot of comic books and then novels based on those comic books or those comic book characters, but past that, like that was never really my interest. And that you're more than welcome to talk to us about it, right? I'm interested for sure, but it was never something that like piqued my interest when I was younger. You know what I mean?
I was a sci-fi person because my dad was a sci-fi person. So, you know, we watched the Sci-Fi Channel probably just as much as any other channel. So, I like Stargate, SG-1. We had a lot of weird stuff that we watched. V, if anyone even knows what that is.
I sure don't. I know V for Vendetta, but I know that you
no.
would have said the whole thing if it was that.
No. Yeah. We watched Earth 2, which was like my favorite show as a kid.
Okay.
Or one of my favorite shows. Obviously Star Trek. We watched like every kind of Star Trek. But mostly Next Gen and Deep Space Nine.
What do I cut here? I guess you can keep reading chat, but like, what do I cut here?
C. Holland says, wonder if a character based on Susan, Death's granddaughter, is possible.
Is possible in D&D, you mean? I need 2 cuts from this deck. This deck's so cool, though. Why do I have to cut 2 cards from it?
C. Holland says, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we did not get to play D&D this past weekend because some folks were not available, and getting people together, you know, getting a bunch of adults' schedules to match up is very difficult. But we had enough people that were able to get together that we actually got to play. It's behind me on the table over there. I don't know if people can see it. But we got to play some Hero Quest. What did you think, Amy? It was your first time playing it.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I mean, it's like D&D as a board game, but it's...
Yeah, just no real role-playing, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, when you're comparing it to D&D, pretty limiting.
Sure. But realize when this game came out around that time, you know?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, and it makes sense, too, especially for people who are new to the concept of D&D, to start with something like this as, like, a way to kind of hedge toward D&D and, like, just a way to get people somewhat familiar with some of what happens for D&D. Or if you've got a lot of players who are uncomfortable with role-playing, which I know I'm not the best with role-playing, I think it's pretty good. Erica says, this character, the name I have kicking around in my head is Diva.
Okay.
And she's a kind of haughty, pretty woman who isn't necessarily rude, just full of herself.
Okay.
Into fashion and makeup and being classy. And I think she's going to be a barbarian.
Hell yeah. I always like that concept where a barbarian is like so prim and proper at a certain point. Something is weird with my computer over here.
It's erroring.
Oh well. Anyway, don't know what that's about. Where a character is like very prim and proper, and then you find out they're a barbarian. So like during battle, they just like lose all of that and are just like screaming and attacking things. And then like afterwards, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I lose myself for a moment there?" So good. Do I like? So we have 4 ways of sacking in this deck. 2 Power Stone Fractures, and technically the Unearth on the Scrapwork Ragers, because it says Exile at the beginning of the next end step, so never mind. We only have 2, so maybe I just get rid of both of the Infiltrators, and that's the deck.
Okay.
How many creatures do we have? 13? It's not bad. All right.
Let's move on then.
Well, firstly, Amy, what's our deck box?
It's got to be the super pretty thing.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like I didn't know. And what are our sleeves?
Ooh, what sleeves do you guys want today? Erica says, I love the idea of barbarians playing against type. Like, I'm imagining the blonde hair falling loose in her face and the mascara running and the lipstick smudging.
Sure.
Like, blood on her mouth. And I adore that.
Yeah. By the way, one day randomly, the Blood Bowl sleeves were just free as part of the daily deals. I don't know if it was a glitch or an error or if it was supposed to be a thing. I didn't see anybody talking about it online, but yeah, we got Blood Bowl sleeves for free. So I absolutely got them. I know nothing about the game. This one's hilarious. But I know nothing about the game or the characters, but it was free. I will not say no to free in this regard. So
Erica requests Rutha.
you got it.
And C. Holland says, like Katie Price, ...
I am not familiar. All right. Rutha it is. And obviously you're welcome to let us know who Katie Price is. Okay. So actually our curve is not bad.
No,
that's not a bad curve for all the times where we have a curve that's like meh.
I feel like the ones that you toil over less are the ones that work better. And I feel like you didn't toil over this one quite the way you normally do. So I think it's going to be a successful deck.
Fingers crossed. JJJ428 is who we're playing against first. 2 mana. Any land gets us Tower Worker, which gets us to our 4th mana, which gets us to draw a card. So, sure, I will keep this hand. We have Gnawing Vermin. We can make them mill 2 cards. Oh, we drew our 3rd land already. They're part black. So maybe we mill ourselves? Yeah, maybe we mill ourselves. Land and Gruesome Realization. So, not as helpful. No creatures in our graveyard. No artifacts in our graveyard. Combat. So now I could play Autonomous Assembler. I will not be doing that. Because it's much better as a 4/5. Gixian Skullflayer. God, did I mention how good that card is? It's not good enough for me to exile yet. But I will play this Tower Worker as a good blocker for it. No attacks. Okay. Okay. We drew a 4th land, which means with Tower Worker, we have 5 mana now.
C. Holland says, consider yourself fortunate that you don't know her.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess because they played Stone Retrieval Unit. They have removal. They have the potential to have removal. They haven't really seen anything from us that would scare them into using removal, I feel like. So I'm just going to do that. No attacks. And see what happens.
the bee robot?
It's a soldier. Goring Warplow. That can get exiled. For sure. 5th land. Amazing. Legions to Ashes. Gets rid of you. And attack.
Erica says, I'm imagining her stats are probably high strength and charisma, decent intelligence and dex, but not so hot con and wisdom.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, shit. They killed our self-assembler. Time to assemble Tron. Holy shit, I can't believe it.
Yes.
No way. Misery Shadow is a very good card. We have to deal with that quickly, but oh my god, that's so funny. And we drew another land.
C. Holland says the female version of Piers Morgan.
Oh god. Okay. That's not ideal for sure. All right, let's play Mine Worker. All right, they know we have the Power Plant Worker in our hand. Next turn, we will assemble Tron.
I'm happy with this.
Me too, man. Holy crap. Okay, so Misery Shadow can get an attack in here. I mean, we can jump with the soldier, or we can just take it this time around. I think I'm okay with that.
Erica says one version of Piers Morgan is already 3 too many. Wow. Okay.
Amazing. Not wrong either. Ravenous Gigamole. Wow, 3 creatures in the graveyard out of the 3 that are milled, because there were 4 total in the graveyard.
C. Holland says LOL.
All right. Power Plant Worker. Amazing. They're mono black so far, by the way. Just throwing that out there. What do we play next? We can play the Autonomous Assembler, because the Tower Worker now taps for 3 mana.
What the heck?
I heard that noise before, and I was curious what was going on. There's like weird noises coming out of our kitchen right now.
I gotta check on our dishwasher that it's not freaking out.
All right,
It's new, so it shouldn't be, but this is now the 3rd one that we've had since we've lived here, so...
That's a good point, for sure.
It probably is.
All right, let's get rid of the Gigamole. Trade for the Self-Assembler. Ooh, Erica, Amy will happily read that when she comes back, I'm sure.
Did you open this after I ran it?
Nope.
Because it's black.
All right, so let's end the turn. Because we can put the counter on the Power Plant Worker, which is what I want. And in fact, we can do that in response to them, like, trying to kill something or whatever. Pass to attackers. They attack with their 2/2. I will pass to blockers and just chump this time around. They still don't have to tap mana or whatever. No big deal.
I don't know, it seems fine.
Okay. And then basically end of their turn, I can gain 3 life and put a +1/+1 counter on the Power Plant Worker, which is pretty good. So gain 3. Go to 21. Activate. Put a +1/+1 counter on that. Or 2 counters, excuse me. It's a 6/6. I mean, that's pretty good. It costs 1 less for each creature in our graveyard, of which we currently have 0. So 4, 5, 6. Let's go to combat and attack. Because basically, obviously, we can, like, yeah, they don't even block at all. Yeah, you just do it. Make it an 8/8. And then we'll keep this up for whatever. So go to damage. They're at 11, by the way, from 19. And I will end the turn.
See how Eric says, oh, and now to touch on the other thing we always talk about on stream, I tried a new kind of instant noodle, and I'm in love.
Okay. Okay.
Tell us about it.
Please. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Each opponent sacks a creature with the highest power among creatures they control. Wow. They destroyed all of our Tron. All of it. Just all of it.
Wow.
Okay, well, I might as well use the mana while I have it, I suppose. And exile their 4/5.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then the Misery Shadow will live, which is very annoying, but... oh, and I guess I'll gain 3 life while I still have the opportunity to. Tron goes away. In fact, they just wiped our whole board. So 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage. We go to 18.
I feel like Misery's shadow always remains, you know?
Sure.
Never really goes away.
4 after that, so maybe we want to do Autonomous Assembler first. Okay. Yeah, they'd have to top deck removal to be able to get rid of this right now, so let's see. I mean, obviously no blocks. I'm not going to lose my creature to that, but I also don't have to. You just tapped your only blocker, so 11, I go to 7.
Sorry for the noise, guys. I have no idea what they're doing upstairs. Maybe like a dance team is meeting up there, or bowling, perhaps.
All right, so we have a chump blocker here, which is going to be great, and we can get it back. Ooh, we also just have Lauren's Escape too, so that's even better. So let's go ahead and Scrapwork Rager. Lose a life. Okay, I mean, it's a land. I'm not going to play it because Patented Geek for all hand land. Let's go to combat. Attack. I should have used the ability, and I did not, and that is on me. Because now we might be a little bit more screwed. Maybe not. We'll find out.
Erica says it's Red Chef brand spicy Sakura prawn noodle soup. It's easily the best seafood noodle I've ever had. Lots of sweet prawn flavor, and it comes with crispy fried shallots as a topping, and I just drool.
Nice. Very nice. You choose an online card from it, they discard that card, create a tap Power Stone token. I mean, I guess I'll just use this on here so I can scry 1, and then they can just look at the land in our hand. This is a blocker, which will keep us alive, so I will do that. And then I guess I will also activate the Autonomous Assembler on itself. Go ahead. Enjoy looking at that land. Merry Christmas. Patented Geek for all hand lands.
Nicely
Suck it.
done.
Hey, look, a Ravenous Gigamole. I have one of those. It's a Ravenous Gigamole.
Speaking of which...
Well, we knew it was on top. We saw
Oh,
it
we
with the
did?
scry
Okay.
off Lauren's.
Sorry, I missed that part.
It's fine. You're good. Let's decline the Skull Flayer and get a 3/4. They already know about the land, so I guess there's no reason to hold on to it. Combat, attack for 5. They take it and go to 2.
Wow.
Okay, okay. This is going relatively well. Battlefield Butcher. Okay. I mean, they can just tap it and make us lose 2 life. That's a thing. They don't attack at all because now they know they need to be back on blocks. And I guess they're just going to lean on this Battlefield Butcher to try to kill us. Power Stone Fracture.
Nice.
3/4. It will not kill the Autonomous Assembler.
Ah.
Even with... sorry. They will not kill the Autonomous Assembler even with a double block. And if they block... Let's do this math. If they block with the Battlefield Butcher, because we're going to use this to kill the Misery Shadow. If they block with the Battlefield Butcher only on the Assembler, the Butcher dies, the Gigamole lives, we only take 3 from it. Or with this, we take like 1 and then lose 2, so that's another 3. So yeah, we're good here. Power Stone Fracture kills Misery Shadow. We sack the Ravenous Gigamole to do so. They have no cards in hand, so they have nothing to save this. We then go to combat. Attack for 6. This is back on blocks, by the way, because we activate at the end of their turn. They have to block, because otherwise they're dead. So they lose their Gigamole. Our creature lives. We end our turn because this card's insane.
An eye for an eye, a mole for a mole.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Don't do it. You don't have anything to stop this, Assembler. Don't do it.
See, Helen says, just looked. Amazon, don't do that over here.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, I'm
That
sorry.
sucks.
Because we can't eat it either. I can't eat the pasta, and Joe can't eat the shrimp.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
I guess you'll be enjoying that one by yourself, Erica. I'm sorry.
All right.
But
So
it sounds great.
So we don't have to play the Skull Flare that we just drew until after they've decided on blocks, etc. Because we don't know what the card... Oh, they don't have a card in their hand. Okay. We lose 2 life, we go to 4. They lose their last remaining creature on the field. And then we play the Gixian Skull Flare, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So basically for them at this point, even if they top deck a land, they can still Jalum Tome to discard the land and draw a different card. It will cost them their 2 Power Stones. All right, so they are going to attempt to exile our Autonomous Assembler next turn. And by attempt to, I mean they're going to succeed. But they're top decking. And again, even if they top deck a land, they can discard to draw with their Power Stones. They instead have Corrupt and win.
Wow. You should say nice.
I mean, I'm not going to say nice. I'm going to say good game. That's a sick top deck, though.
Wow. Good for them. Thank you, JJJ428. Pulled it out at the last second. What a lucky duck.
Jesus, man. Really? That's... Wow.
Don't be salty about that. That was,
Why?
because that was really cool for them.
Wow. Okay.
Erica says, wasn't your mole on the other side?
Yeah. Very good. I love that. I love the double meaning of that. That's great. Wow.
That was a cool ass game. That was a cool ass game.
Wow. Yeah, having a way to get rid of our entire Tron with 1 card. Like, it killed all 3 of our Tron creatures with 1 card, and then they top deck the card that kills us on the turn that they would have otherwise then lost. Okay. Dragonfire. Okay. With Dina, Amy.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean 3/3/3, and we have 2 mana. We'll get there. We have our 1-drop in hand, or one of our 1-drops in hand that we're just going to play out. Okay. We got there. Oh, and they have cool sleeves too.
Yeah.
She's drooling.
Ew. Whatever. She's sexy enough. I'd be into it.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Is there a world where I play the Autonomous Assembler this turn? They're in green, at least. They do have Dina as their avatar, so they could be in Golgari. I think I'm going to risk it. Because we have so many other things on 3 and then 4, but I also can't guarantee that I'm going to draw a land. So I'm going to play it as the prototype. It still gets counters for itself. Like, it still has the same abilities. It's just not a 4/5. I was right that they were Golgari. So there's that.
Erica says that mouth is all wet and ready.
Correct.
For sure.
Get lost in that eye. Not those eyes. Hey, look, a 3rd land. Combat. Attack with both. And I guess we play the Skull Flayer here. If and when we have excess mana, like if we draw a land next turn, we can toy between the Rager or one of these. And then if we use one of these, we know we have the mana left for the Autonomous Assembler. So, interesting choices, though, for sure. Very interesting. They played Sigil of Valor. which, by the way, says that whenever equipped creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control. So right now, it's terrible for them because their board is empty. But they have 7 cards in their hand, so, you know, there are options for them for sure. Now they're either in the tank or they DC'd. I guess we'll find out. They are in the tank, it seems. 3rd land gets played. Or they're salty roping, I guess. I just try not to assume that on opponents because, you know, whatever. Okay. Yeah, that kind of seems like a salty rope to me, but I guess we don't know that, so.
Right.
Combat. Attacks. Damage.
It's Dumas.
Scrapwork Rager. We go to 19 and draw a card. It's a land. Did we play one this turn yet? We did, yes. But now we have a 5th land for next turn, which means unless we draw a 5-drop, we can activate the Autonomous Assembler next turn, or at least on our opponent's next turn. Moment of Defiance to buff up our Scrapwork Rager just so that they could draw the card. Interesting play. We drew another land.
Erica says we're all about salty ropes and wet mouths here on Geek for All.
That's great. All right, attacks with everybody. 2, 4, 6, 7.
This is super annoying.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to tap the assembler yet. Even though it would be another point of damage, I don't think it's necessary. Let's play this flyer. Exile the card from their graveyard. It's not a creature, so they don't lose a life, but still, it's a card. And then we will end our turn. We do have the mana up to use the assembler if and when we need to. I'm very curious what's about to happen here from our opponent. They play Argoth and a Clay Revenant, both of which enter the battlefield tapped. Okay. Do they maybe have Titania? I would doubt it, but it's definitely possible. They have 3 mana left, and we have, like, ultra lethal on board right now. Gruesome Realization only kills our Carrion Locust. They conceded. There it is. Okay.
Thank you, Dragonfire.
Very interesting. I don't know whether they're, like, they just weren't getting the things they needed. Like, they were still hitting their land drops. Maybe they were flooding. Okay. We're 1-1. Let's keep it going. Okay. Here's that Power Stone Fracture art.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool close up.
Right? 314 rats.
Okay. Guess we'll see a rat deck from them.
Interesting hand here. I keep it.
Oh, the Revenant is not.
Revenant's colorless. It's just that with the black... Oh, there it is. We got there. Thank you, deck. Appreciate you.
I thought the Revenant was for assembling Tron, but that's the assembler.
Yes. Yes.
You know, hence the name.
And we have one piece of it here. Oh, we drew another swamp. Look at you. Okay. Attack for 1.
Well, that's why I thought the hand was good, because I knew that we had a piece of it.
Gotcha.
What are these sleeves? Are these vests?
It's Lily.
Yeah.
Vests, yeah. You're absolutely right. It's a land. This activated abilities can't be activated either. Worth it. See ya.
Professor Onyx, that was her name.
Correct. Scry 2, Legions to Ashes is a yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put it on the bottom. It'll be a while till we can play the Power Plant Worker probably, but still, it's worth it. Okay. So it's a 1/4 that now can't block me anymore, and it can't use its activated ability to make us lose life. They can at some point, if they want, sacrifice it or something like that. Boulder Branch Golem is a 3/3 and they gain 3. We can exile it, but do we need to? So it's a 3/3 and that's it. It's just a 3/3 and they gained life when they played it. I think I'll hold off and I'll just play the Gixian Skull Flayer. No attacks. Okay.
Erica says, oh, I'm also making an actual fancy French dish for dinner tomorrow called tartiflette.
Okay.
Did I say that right? Probably not.
It sounded right to me at least. I mean, I don't speak French, but ooh. Transmogrant's Crown is a very good card.
It's the eyeball.
So we definitely get rid of the crown here.
The crown is the eyelashes.
Exile target creature or planeswalker. So basically we want to go like this. And exile the crown. No attacks. A Rust Goliath.
Oh.
Prototyped. Okay, we drew our 5th land. So let's play a 4/4, which blocks both of their prototype creatures pretty damn well. Especially since their crown is gone. So, obviously if you attack with both, I'm going to attempt to block the 4/4 on the 3/3. We do have a way of getting it back if they have pump. You got it. You got it. Perfect. All right, so we have a way of exiling the 3/5. We have a way of getting back the 4/4 graveyard to our hand. We can do both, but I guess we should do this first because it saves us mana, right? So, exiling this one or this one? Huh. I guess it's this one because the 4/4 can block the 3/5 forever. And with Deadly Riposte, actually kill it. So, sure, you surveil 1. You got it.
Erica says, it's basically a casserole. You layer sliced boiled potatoes, a mixture of sauteed onions and bacon, and cheese together in a casserole dish and bake it. The cheese is a mix of Gruyere and Brie.
Wow.
Okay, so it's like fancy scalloped potatoes.
Sounds like it, yeah. They're surveilling 1 again. They didn't discard last time with the surveil 1, but now they, or not discard, but put it in the graveyard. Now they are. I take 3 and go to 11. You got it. Congrats.
It's like fancy loaded scalloped potatoes. Because I think scalloped potatoes don't even necessarily have cheese, right? It's just butter? Or I don't know.
I'm not sure offhand.
Like a cream sauce?
So I guess I'll play the power plant worker that they already know about. Then I will attack with the 1/1 soldier. And then I'll pass. Because basically now I can just double block their Rust Goliath, which makes it less likely for them to want to attack. And if they do, okay, they surveil 1 again. You got it. They're doing it on their main phase, which means that they're, like, not having a lot of things. So, yeah, I mean, if you have pump, use it. Like, I have a way of getting the Clay Revenant back. Power Plant Worker gets put first. So, yes, there's pump happening or, okay, Disfigure, sure. Okay. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah, okay, worth it. Scrap Work Rager. Gruesome Realization. Okay. Combat, right? Because this does 3. We just checked. Combat. Attack with these. Okay, they're at 17. We're at 10. We end our turn. Deadly Riposte, hopefully, kills this Rust Goliath. They tapped out, or almost tapped out, to play Gilded Lotus.
I like that art a lot.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. Pass to blockers. Block here. Pass to damage. Let's go like this. It's dead. Okay.
The texture of it is something you expect to see in an old house hanging on the wall.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
She says you're supposed to use Reblicon style cheese, but the USA doesn't allow cheeses made with raw milk because we hate delicious things. Fair.
Amazing. All right, so we hit them for 2. Then we play our autonomous assembler because it's awesome. They played a 10-10. That's scary.
A little bit.
No, just a little. With trample as well.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, so we can't do that. Crap. Interesting. Okay. Exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. If it was a creature, they lose 1 life. Huh. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interesting. -1. Wow. We have so many different things that we can do here, and none of them are great. Yeah, we'll do this turn. We're going to get rid of their best creature, which is... Okay, they only have 1. So goodbye. So I'll say no attacks. I mean, obviously the Scrapwork Rager goes away, but like attacking a 2/2 into a 10/10 doesn't make any sense, even if it's going to die regardless. Hoarding Recluse. When it dies, they put up to 1 other target card from a graveyard in the bottom of its owner's library. Okay, so they're attacking us for 10. We're at 10. So let's go like this. It is a 10/10 trample. We're at 2. Surveil with the dig site. Thank God. What a draw. Holy crap. Oh my God. Okay. So we need to play this. Targeting this. Sacrificing this. And then going to combat and attacking with this. Now they are going to think that I made a mistake because they have a Death Toucher. But I have Loren's Escape. You got it. Worth it. Scryed to the bottom. My creature is now indestructible, and their Death Toucher dies. They can put any other card from any graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. So they could put like our Clay Revenant on the bottom if they want, but actually it's target. Yeah, it's target. So if they target it, we just tap the mana and bring it back immediately. So they bring their big 10/10 back into their deck, but it's on the bottom. So if they can't shuffle, then it doesn't work. Now this is a sorcery. I don't need to use it. So let's just do this. Put it back in our hand and end our turn. Because now I could have just played this with our 1, but I'd rather use the Autonomous Assembler. Give it a counter. They tap to add 3 black. To use Takashi's Dig Site. To Surveil 1. And... keep it on top. Pass to attackers. They end their turn. We use Autonomous Assembler on itself. Okay, game's not over yet, folks. We drew a land. We can keep that in our hand, I suppose. We're at 2, so we literally cannot play this for the draw 2, lose 2. I mean, we could, but we would immediately die, which is bad. Not desirable.
No, I would say not.
Not ideal. For allowing us to continue playing the game while having a positive life total. Let's end our turn keeping Gruesome Realization and our patented Geek for All hand land. Shoot down. Exiles target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, so they get rid of our prison sentence. Okay. Oh, does that mean they can just kill us now? They sure can.
Thank you, 314 rats.
Come on. Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? Wow. Wow. The Conqueror Worm. It's a cool name.
Yeah.
3 mana. We have our Mine Worker, our Autonomous Assembler, Deadly Riposte, and Allegiance to Ashes. I will keep.
Sounds good.
Right?
Anna is here. She says, Merry Magic Monday, you magical maniacs.
What is up, Jana? Happy Magic Monday to you as well.
Always nice to see you, my dear.
Agreed.
What's been going on?
All right, so 4 mana, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Argothian Sprite, eh? Okay. Land.
See, Holland says, gotta go into town in the morning. What does that mean exactly? Are you that far off the beaten path where...
Sprite is dead. We gain 2 life and then take 2 damage and go to 18 again. Pass to damage. And then Sentinel Stalwart? I don't like that card. Okay. Congrats, I suppose. Gain a life, go to 19. Drew another land. That's a lot of land. Pass. I'm not going to use my Legions to Ashes, and next turn we get our Autonomous Assembler, not prototyped. So.
She says, working, crying laughing face. Can't wait to get off in a few.
Fair.
How was y'all's weekend?
It was good.
Yeah, we played some Hero Quest.
We did, which is super fun. I like that game a lot.
Joe's blocking it, but it's on the tape.
Is that better?
Yeah. You can stop.
I don't wanna. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we'll play the Autonomous Assembler. Then we will not attack and end our turn. Okay, so the Hoarding Recluse is currently the only thing on their side of the field that can profitably attack without a combat trick of some kind, but we'll see. Static Net. There goes our Autonomous Assembler. I guess we can, this is sorcery, but we can take their Static Net, so. Okay, we can get our Autonomous Assembler back with Legion stashes. It's annoying because we can't stop their Hoarding Recluse now, which I really want to be able to do. We take 5 here and go to 12. And then gain 1 and go to 13 before the end of their turn. We're at 13.
Erica says, I prefer Argothian 7-Up, personally. Nice.
All right, so Legions to Ashes. Exiles their Static Net. Goodbye. We get our Autonomous Assembler back. Thanks. They said nice. I mean, thanks. And then I will... They said nice again? Or is it just still there? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
they're just
spamming
spamming
us.
now. Okay. Fair enough. I'll play the Gixian Skullflayer. If it starts becoming annoying to people, let me know and I will mute them. For now, I frankly don't care. Because they're just wasting time. So, Bushwhack. You got it. They both die.
C. Holland says, friend of mine managed to sit on their reading glasses. LOL.
Oh, no. That sucks.
And Erica says hi to Jana with a smile.
All right, they revealed Ambush Paratrooper, which is a pretty good card. Pretty good card. Okay, I mean, we might as well draw a card and lose a life. Going to 12. Ooh, Power Plant Worker, eh? 2/3 of the way there.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Do we play this land this turn? 4, 5, 6, 7? I don't think we need to. So... let's go to combat. Not attack. Because they could just double block our Skullflayer and we would be able to kill both of their creatures, but... okay, so they obviously play the Paratrooper that we knew they had. Not a problem. And then we end our turn.
Jana says, Erica, heart, hey, my sunflower.
You're all adorable.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for them. If they want to play something big. They have removal for the Skull Flare. They're looking through our graveyard as well. Interesting. They don't know we have the Power Plant Worker, which is a positive for us for sure. Take 1 in the air. They're attacking with 2 on the ground. I will block with the Rager because it gives us the opportunity to... it's offering a trade. If they have a removal spell or something, that's fine. They don't, seemingly. Okay, they get another recruitment officer. That's cool. Good for you. But it puts the Rager in our graveyard, which means we can bring it back and draw a card and lose a life again. Speaking of which, I'll gain a life so that it's not as difficult when losing a life. Hey, look! We drew a Scrap Worker Rager. Let's play the land now. 5, 6, 7 would mean 4, and I guess whatever we drew. So, sure. Draw a card, lose a life. Back down to 11. We drew a Ravenous Gigamole. That's fun.
See, Helen says we'll have to get some more in the city center. Is it the kind of thing where they're going to have to get like an eye test or a prescription, or you can just like run to the drugstore and pick it up? Erica says also, just because I want to mention it, I think Persona 5 Royale has, or is it Royal?
I think it's just Royal.
Okay. Has officially taken my favorite video game of all time a spot.
Wow.
From Persona 3.
Okay. Now, let me know, because I actually don't know. Is it that much different than Persona 5? Or, or is it just like polish? Like, is there that big of a difference? Suchi Cave Guard, 8/8 Vigilance Ward 4. That is a card that has just been played, for sure. All right, Autonomous Assembler is in our graveyard for Emergency Weld if we really wanted to. And we could do both. We could play this, get it back. I guess we do that, right? That makes sense. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Okay, let's get it back into our hand. Let's replay it for 5. And then go to combat, obviously not attack, and end our turn. If they attack with the Cave Guard, we have the 1/1 as a chump blocker, for this turn at least. Epic Confrontation. God damn, this assembler just will not stay around, huh? Okay, we tried.
See, Helen says drugstore. Well, UK equivalent.
Gotcha.
You guys don't have drugstores? What do you have?
Pass 2 blockers. Chump block with this soldier token. We're gonna have a little bit of a rough time here. Argothian Opportunist. They didn't attack with their flyer, notably. Interesting choice. Okay. They're looking through our graveyard again. Before our turn, we will gain another life and go to 12. We drew a Gnawing Vermin. They have 21 cards left in their library. We have 22. They do not have black, so it would behoove us to mill them, I think. 5, 6, 7 means... Sorry, Amy, give me a moment. Means that we can do Rager. Draw a card and lose a life, which means it's a great chump blocker, because then we can get it back and do it again. We drew an Emergency Weld. We could get back the assembler again.
I'm mad that we drew the rat, not when we were playing our last opponent.
The multiple rats, yeah. 316 or whatever it was, rats. All right, so I will mill them for 2. Get something good, baby. Come on. Land and Gaia's Gift. I mean, that's not nothing, I guess. Let's use the last 2 mana that we have to get Autonomous Assembler back again. And get another 1/1 chump blocker. Go to combat. No attacks. End of the turn. Okay. So, yeah, we have to chump block the Suchi Cave Guard forever.
Erica says it has an entirely different optional end game than Persona 5 and adds a bunch of extra cool scenes and dialogue.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool. And see, Holland says we call them chemists.
Interesting. Okay.
That is cool.
Pass 2 attackers. They attack with a 3/2, an 8/8, and a 1/2. which means if we pass 2 blockers, we just go like this. They're obviously going to tap 5 and give everything +1/+1 or whatever. Just spoilers on that, right? +1/+1 for 5, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just go like that. And now they don't have to tap the 5 because basically they just would do it to deal us 1 more damage, which doesn't seem to make a ton of sense, although we don't know what's in their hand. But yeah, there's no need for them to do it. So they hit us for 1. We kill their Argothian Opportunist. Right. If they have a removal spell for the Rager, technically we don't, but like that seems like a waste. Okay. -1/-1 on the... I probably should have been the recruitment officer. That's fine. I didn't... I looked at it too quickly, and I was like, oh, it'll kill that one. It's fine. Mask of the Jade Crafter is a very good card with all the mana that they have right now. They just get to make a 7/7? Okay, we're definitely losing this game. Holy shit, man.
Wow.
Okay. I guess this is what the draft format is, right, everybody? God damn. Doesn't really make sense to play this right now. Gigamole. We just don't have enough mana to play more than one thing in a turn. And because we're on the back foot, we have to, whereas our opponent does not. 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, but the only reason why we're on the back foot is probably because we're so low on land.
Maybe. Oh! That's actually phenomenal. Okay. Well, we can't target the Suchi Cave Guard with this turn. Maybe next turn. But for now, I mean, we might as well get rid of the 7/7, right? Or do we wait a turn? I don't think we can wait a turn, can we? We're at 10. So yeah. Target this Golem. Sack the Scrapwork Rager. Go to combat. No attacks. End of the turn. Wow, man. Okay. Now we have the power plant worker. It probably will feel very bad if we draw the tower worker. Do they just swing out here? They're at 18. Oh, I guess they have a 2/1 that they would just lose to this, right? Pass 2 blockers. Block with the Skull Flare. Take 1. Go to 9. They unearth the mask so that they can make another 7/7. Although they don't have to... Oh, yeah, they do have to do this turn. So it's a 6/6 instead. You got it. Resolves. Unearth happens. We go back to 10. Oh, yes. Okay. We get to exile their 8/8. Yeah. Okay. We have to use all of our mana for it. So maybe we wait a turn. Like, wait until their turn, I should say. Pass. Because maybe they, like, use something on it or whatever. I guess it could give them the opportunity to have something to save it. Pass to attackers. Swing with everybody. I guess I will try this first and see what happens. Yes, I'm certain. It has Ward 4. Do they have the... No, they don't. Okay, good. Then I will pass 2 blockers. Block. Declare blockers. Gain a life. We're at 11. Now we're at 8. Harbin, Vanguard Aviator, and Perimeter Patrol. Okay. We just drew our 8th land, finally. Which we can't do shit with, right? Like, they still have a 6/6 on the field. We just lose now. I like this. This is really rough. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here at all. I thought this deck was good, but it definitely is not. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 means we can play the power plant worker and like draw 2, lose 2, or like -1/-1 kills 1 creature. So sure, I'll draw 2 and lose 2. They're thinking real hard about this. Okay, there we go. All right, so we drew a land, but we already played one. Do we just... Yeah, we just play the 4-5 and then lose? Like, they just swing out. They're still at 18. Okay. And they're the spammer, too. It's always nice to, like... they have another epic confrontation. Okay. Yep. And a bushwhack to go to land because it was another fight spell that they're just showing off that they had in their hand. Okay. Yeah, we were on the back foot the entirety of this game. Holy shit. Showing off using the recruitment officer and getting a creature. We're at -10. Brutal, this format.
Thank you, the Conqueror Worm.
Wow. Brutal. Holy shit, man.
Ouchie McGouchie, little bro.
Okay. Yeah, like, we thought it was cool when our opponent top decked the card that they needed to win the game before we killed them in our first loss. And then we just got 1 win out of our first draft. Just 1. All right, I mean, it's 9:30. This draft format will be around for a while, so even if we don't finish, we can continue next week. So I guess we do it. Hey, since I didn't get to mention everybody, while you're here, if you're enjoying watching me lose miserably at Magic the Gathering, because I am here for your entertainment for sure. I mean, obviously, truly, I hope everybody's having a good time. But you're more than welcome. We would appreciate if you would subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including more of our streams, because we stream I'm just taking this card, it's insane, every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on this channel. We also have other channels, links down in the description box below, to Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All. We have 3 new videos a week over on Video Games for All. Tomorrow is a new episode of Pokemon Sapphire, Amy's 3rd journey through the world of Pokemon. And Wednesday is a new episode of Banjo-Kazooie, and then Sunday is a new episode of Telltale's The Walking Dead. So if you have not checked out those series, I encourage you to go to the channel now and check them out. And then Gluten Free for All will have a new video this month, so stay tuned for that. And wherever you are, those channels as well, you can sub and ring the bells. So.
Gianna says Sapphire is like my favorite game. Crying Laughing Face. I adore it so much.
You liked it.
I did like it a lot.
And I should say you're liking it because it's still out on the channel. It's just that we have finished it already. So you're all seeing the results of that basically.
Yeah, I think like that one was a lot more interesting in terms of like what you can go to and do and stuff like that. It was just like had more of a story that way and like just more intriguing things to do. Especially
compared to the prior 2 games for sure. All right, so this time the person picked, because this is pick 2, this time the person picked a common because there are all 3 uncommons and our retro artifact and the rare still here. So they picked a common out of this as their pack 1 pick 1. Okay. I'm going to take involuntary cooldown because none of these are exciting to me, to be honest. Like, maybe Hero of the Dunes, but it's like a double mana, or Arbalest Engineers, but it's double mana, and like, I'd really like to be able to use this if possible. If it's not possible, as always, totally okay with abandoning our first pick. Oh! Never mind.
Very nice.
Wow. Okay. It's going to be very difficult to cast this, but you know I have to try. Look at... Yeah, you know I have to try. Look at this. Okay. I'll definitely take one with the multiverse. Wow. Wow. Adaptive Automaton's a cool card. Giant Cindermaw, by the way, is fantastic. Why does this card exist? This card's insane. I played against somebody at pre-release who had 2 of these. They were just unbeatable. They destroyed everybody. I don't know why they thought this card was printable. It's a 3-mana... Well, no. I'm still going to do this because I want to.
Okay.
It's a 3-mana 4/3 trample. And, by the way, players can't gain life, which is not irrelevant. It's just not. Take flight. There's Ether Flux Reservoir. We're not doing that. That's for sure. Even with one with the Multiverse and the Temporal Anchor, I don't think Ether Flux Reservoir gets there in limited. Just saying. Take Flight's not a good card. Scatter Ray is fine. And Weak Stone's Subjugation is good. That's interesting. Artifact or creature spell, or enchant an artifact or creature. That's really tough for me, actually. Really, really tough for me. Maybe we see more of these and we take the counter spell? Oh, it's so tough. That's tough. I'll take the counter spell. We got another involuntary cooldown. There's another counter spell as well. I guess we're just dirtling around until we get to these 2 cards. But then to be fair, neither of those win us the game. They just get us more cards out of our deck. So if our deck doesn't have good cards in it, we still lose.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds just like a deck of ours.
I'm still doing it. Urza's Rebuff is a counter spell again. I guess we can take Iconoclast. If they're going to let us have it, I'm going to do it. For sure, actually. I like that. There's a Tower Worker. Sorry, my friend. Okay. There's a Power Plant Worker. God damn it. But we could take... We don't want Mishra's Domination, right? Urza's Rebuff. Counter target spell or tap up to 2 target creatures. Sure. Sure. We're like crappy blue-red spells right now. We're drafting with... never mind. Ooh, another involuntary cooldown. No, there's Combat Courier. We take it. This card's insane. So good.
It sure is.
There's Blitz Automaton. I could take that as well. We might see more of those. By the way, we're drafting with Gimply, Pidge78, AJ Aguero, Monster Sabo, HTTRNC, Die, and Leonidas. Just spelled weird.
Erica says, I'm still here, heart.
Awesome. No worries, Erica.
You're the best, Erica.
Did you see what we got? That we're working with the Temporal Anchor and one with the Multiverse as pack 1, pick 1, and pack 1, pick 2. You may put a non-creature, non-land from among the cards milled this way into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, it's probably just Rock Hunter. We could Takasha's Dig Site, but we gotta have something to keep us alive, right? Another Urza's Rebuff or Falaji Chain Dancer.
Erica says, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we're probably not going to get there, but I'm going to try my damnedest. That's for sure. Just take another counterspell. I'm just going to be that guy. That's what this draft is. Joe being that guy.
She says, can't wait to die to top decks with 3 cool cards. Or with these cool cards, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. You like this art?
Yeah.
Okay. You all right over there?
No.
Another Urza's Rebuff or a Coastal Bulwark. We have 2 Urza's Rebuffs already. I'm taking the Bulwark. That card's great. And we got a Retrieval Agent. All right. On color rare. Meh, no. I didn't say it fast enough. Keeper of the Cadence. Put target artifact, instant, or sorcery from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. You know what? There are definite possibilities that we could mill out. Because with the Temporal Anchor and one with the Multiverse, we could definitely mill out. So having this, being able to recur things back to the bottom of our library, which could be the top of our library if we get deep into it, I will definitely take this card for sure.
Sounds good.
For sure. Okay. Hercule's Final Meditation I will not take. It is in the class of very expensive blue cards, like one with the Multiverse and the Temporal Anchor, but it's just not good. 7 mana instant. If it's not our turn, it's 10 mana instead. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. End the turn.
Ooh.
It's not good. There's a combat courier. There's also a Zephyr Sentinel. But you're so cool. There's also Curate.
Courier.
No, it's Curate, actually.
Oh.
It's Curate. It's a spell, which we want. It's the second cast of a thing, which we want. This is a 4-mana 3/3 that enters as a copy of an artifact or creature. Or a 9-mana 7/7 that's a copy of an artifact or creature.
Second one of the bottom.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Maybe this comes back. Do people really want this card? I mean, it's a 2/5. It's actually a decent blocker. So maybe we take... Excuse me. Maybe we take it. Sure. Why not? Okay. Curate or a Koilos Rock. Oh, this creates a tapped Power Stone token. Take it.
Cool.
Oh, never mind. This is an artifact. So it would cast the Temporal Anchor. It does not cast one with the multiverse. Tapped Power Stones. Or, like, Power Stones, period. Another Curate. Hopefully we'll see more of those. I'll take the rock. The Stasis Coffin is definitely not where we want to be with this deck, for sure. But... Combat Courier.
Nice.
Mightstone's animation is not bad, but Combat Courier is much better. We want early drops. Ooh, Defabricate. 2 mana, counter an artifact or enchantment spell. If it's countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard, or counter target activated or triggered ability. There's also Flow of Knowledge. Draw a card for each island you control, and then discard 2 cards. Desynchronizes the choice, though. 5 mana. We put one of their non-land permanents onto the top or bottom of their library, their choice, and we scry 2. It's quite good. It's 5 mana, but still. Our curve is real weird. Oh my god. We took the second one. So this would be a third one. Maybe we do Latinam Adept instead. Nobody's in blue this draft. This is cool. I'm happy with this.
There you go, C. Holland. We're doing a blue-red spells deck.
Yeah, we sure are. And we're barely red. We are barely red. I am okay with none of these red cards but third Path Iconoclast staying in this deck for sure. Another Stasis Coffin. Desynchronizes what I'm taking. There's an Audacity and a Pendragon Strongbow.
He says, yay, and 2 smile faces.
Yeah, I might just splash red for this. It's an amazing card, especially in this deck, so it definitely stays in. Unless we open, like, an insane card in a third color, and then maybe we can, like, move away from red and go into that other color. But, yeah, I think we'd be hard-pressed to have that happen for sure. 7 mana, draw 2 cards for a 3-drop, 2/3. Or we could take another one of these. We're a little light on 3-drops, actually. Although maybe then it's Tower Worker. Yeah, maybe it's Tower Worker. It helps us ramp to get to 1 with the multiverse, which we really want to do. Involuntary cooldown, Whirling Strike, or Ornithopter. We already have 2 involuntary cooldowns. Is that correct? Yeah. I guess I'll take Ornithopter. I'm probably not going to play it, but there it is. Raise to the ground. Bitter Reunion. Discard a card and draw 2 cards. Yeah, Bitter Reunion it is. Sure. It's a non-creature spell. Curate came back. I don't know why, but I'm happy about it.
Nice.
Thank you. Stupid Stasis Coffin. I'll take another Bitter Reunion. Neither. Defabricate for the sideboard, I suppose. And,
Oh my god, yes.
and a last pick, Keeper of the Cadence. You got it.
I want a play set of those.
We opened Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard, which is fine. Splitting the Power Stone. Sack an artifact to create 2 tapped Power Stone tokens. If the sacked artifact was legendary, we also draw a card. I'm going to take the Splitting the Power Stone. I don't know that it's that good, to be honest, but with everything else that we have in this pack, there's really not much for us. Like, there's the Fallaci Dragon Engine, but it would be a 3-mana 1/3. Like, if we're playing it for 8, like, we're trying to get to 8 for, like, 1 with the multiverse. So, yeah, we'll try Splitting the Power Stone. Why not? Okay. This deck is weird. This deck is very weird. I hope it's good. It feels okay. So fingers crossed. I think after I've made the deck, or sorry, after, ooh. Wow. Very interesting choices. There's Stern Lesson, which we have literally not seen yet. I don't know why. And there's Spotter Thopter. I think I'm going to have to forego Spotter Thopter to get this Stern Lesson. It's a non-creature spell. It draws us cards. It makes tap Power Stone tokens. It's exactly what we want to be doing because it helps us get up to the Temporal Anchor. Again, Power Stones don't help us with one with Multiverse, but still, I think that's what I want to be doing. Like Wing Commando. Maybe it's just Wing Commando. We have 15 non-creature spells. Maybe it's Wing Commando. I talked myself out of it. There we go. Rewarded.
Yes.
What does Visions do? At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play a card with exile or from exile, create a tap Power Stone. I don't think it's where we want to be. There's also Astral Cornucopia.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Oh, yeah, it's a very weird card for sure. It's not for this deck. I'll take the Stern Lesson happily. There's another Splitting the Power Stone, but I wasn't thrilled with the first one, and I want the Stern Lesson, so. Makes me sound like a sub, doesn't it? I want the Stern Lesson. I love it. Okay.
How many Stern Lessons do you want?
I mean, I said the, so like one, but I mean, you know, dealer's choice, I suppose. All right, so there's Curate, which is a good card, but I think I'm going to take another Tower Worker. I think this is great for us, and again, helps us get closer to being one with the multiverse, to casting one with the multiverse. So I'm going to give it a try. Okay, I mean, there's a Millstone. That's definitely a thing. I'm just going to take another Unleash Shell. It's removal, which is super important, especially if we're trying to, again, dirtle around and live. Race to the Ground is a no. It's literally none of these except Desync. Ivory Tower cares about cards in our hand, which we're not really going to have. Like this lets us cast, and this exiles a bunch of stuff, so they won't be in our hand then either. So I'll take another Desynchronize, of which we currently have 2, so I'll probably put one of them in the sideboard. Machine Over Matter or Tower Worker. Holy crap.
Wow.
Tower. It's got to be Tower. We have to get to one with the multiverse. Like, that's our goal. Oh, man. Machine Over Matter is good. There's also Mind Worker. What's up? But we'll take Tower Worker. Okay. Stone Retrieval Unit. Air Marshal cares about soldiers we control. So, yeah, it's going to be Stone Retrieval Unit, but honestly, I'm probably just going to put it straight to the sideboard. We're going to have a lot of cuts to make in this deck. We already have a Rock Hunter that we're probably not playing, so Depth Charge Colossus to the sideboard. Splitting the Power Stone to the sideboard.
CJ is here and says, is this where the food is?
Man, I wish. We were talking about food earlier, if that's what you mean, but if you mean like physical food, we are currently without, unfortunately. Ooh, a Curate came back. Yes, please. Holy crap.
Erica made prawn noodles that were delicious.
Any of these arts you like?
Yeah, the black one.
I figured.
And then tomorrow she's going to make fancy French loaded scalloped potatoes.
But not with the appropriate cheese, because our laws are weird.
Right.
Okay, so we go like this, we go like this. We got to make 13 cuts.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
And just
All right.
cut it in half.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely taking out, like, a lot of this red that doesn't matter. We can cut this Ornithopter, cut one of the keepers.
CJ says sad panda with a panda face.
Cut a retrieval agent. 7 more cuts. I mean, you know, it's not nothing. Splitting the Power Stone's not great, so we'll get rid of that.
Did you have dinner yet, CJ, or are you saying you didn't?
We have 2 Unleashed Shell, 2 Bitter Reunion. You may discard a card if you do draw 2. It's not bad. Scatter Ray is here and a good one.
Oh, you had meatloaf. I was gonna make some meatloaf.
It
But,
was a consideration.
We had shepherd's pie instead.
Which was very good.
You think so? I thought it was just okay.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, at first I felt like it was like a little bland, but I put a little bit of salt on it and then I thought it was good. So 5 more cuts. Really? All right.
I felt like I used a lot of seasoning for it because you don't really use a ton of seasoning for shepherd's pie, but it was still pretty flavorless, not gonna lie.
Get rid of a desync, I guess. It does let us scry, but still.
CJ says, "Oh, I love a great shepherd's pie, cat in a box."
Yeah. Again, I liked it. I thought you did a good job.
Like I said, it was fine.
4 more cuts. Oh,
Greg is here. He says, "Let's go. I made it."
what's up, Greg? Great to see you.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell me what to cut out of this deck. It's real weird.
He says, "Hey guys." C. Holland says, "Hey Greg."
Yeah, this deck's real weird. I don't know how we win is really more my issue. I mean, maybe we mill out our opponent.
Greg says, "I see this time we have the big, awesome, mythic enchantment."
We sure do. And the Temporal Anchor. This was pack 1, pick 1. This was pack 1, pick 2. And then I was just off to the races from there, basically.
Yeah, which is why we needed to make 13 cuts to our deck.
Yep, and now we're down to the final 4. Those are very expensive, LOL. That's why we have 3 Tower Workers in our deck. We don't have Tron. That was our last deck where we had Tron. And we assembled it literally once. But yeah, we have 3 Tower Workers in our deck to try to get us to these levels, basically. And any tapped Power Stones can help us with the Temporal Anchor, but not with one with the Multiverse. So, yeah, this is a very, very weird deck that we have made for ourselves.
I felt pretty good about the last one. This one I feel indifferent about, which probably means it'll do better than the last one.
Maybe.
The last one was not nearly as good as I thought it would be.
I really don't know what to cut. This is crazy.
Greg says this is hard.
Agreed. Maybe I want 42 because like I know with these 2 cards, I'm much more likely to mill myself. Hence why I'm keeping these Keeper of the Cadences in the deck, because they would allow me to put things from my graveyard onto the bottom so that I don't mill. But maybe having the 42 makes more sense in addition, so that I have less of a risk of milling out.
That's a good point.
I think so.
I don't hate that.
It also allows me to justify not having to make any more cuts out of this deck.
It literally felt like we cut it in half. How do we win the game?
It's a very good question. I think we just keep playing cards and like stopping them from playing cards until they mill out, maybe. Or we kill them with like Wing Commando with prowess, or like overwhelm them with soldiers, basically. And we could put like the Latinam Adept back in. And
we win the game by killing them with kindness.
No, I disagree. I ain't gonna be kind.
We've got nothing.
I do have 2 Depth Charge Colossus as well, so we could put those in, but we'll have to see how the deck plays, to be honest. Like, if we end up like having 1,000,000 mana left over, then yeah, maybe. Maybe one depth charge. That's fair. Colossus, yeah. Okay. All right. So, Amy, this is our deck box. You said.
Yeah.
Because it's either that or this white card in Warlords Elite or this Gixian Infiltrator.
No. Emilio's here. He says, I didn't say goodbye to you guys last weekend, and I feel so bad and sad about it. I was so busy and tired. I just want my mom and dad to come back. It's gonna be okay, Emilio.
I agree with that.
See us on the computer screen. He says, you're my mom and dad. I got it.
I figured. Yeah. We get you, Emilio. Don't you worry. We're your parents. We understand. Yeah. No, it was totally fine.
And understand you just the way you are.
We totally understood. We're there to have fun, right? I mean, we spend our money, etc. But you had a very busy weekend, so we totally get it.
Long work day's a long work day.
What sleeves are we using, Amy? And then we can start a game while we're chatting with folks.
Let's do a different one this time. Let's do one of the new ones.
One of the Blood Bowl ones?
Yeah. What do you guys like of the Blood Bowls?
There's the human pyramid, although they're not all human. There's the, FUPA protector with the number 13 on it. I don't know what else to call it.
Gut button?
There's the rat tackling the ogre. There's the fish man with the football, the spiked ball. And there's the guy diving over the orc with a bird in the background. Which one of those do you like?
Definitely the fish man. That's my favorite.
It's my favorite too. All right, good.
Fish man.
It's not really close.
Fair.
Yeah, it's very good.
And
it's very
the
good.
Fupa goblin's kind of cool too.
Fupa goblin. It's not a. Oh, it is a goblin. I guess it is
definitely
a goblin. Yeah, you're right.
You think I don't know what a goblin is? Come on. What are you, a noob?
It's just a big goblin. But yeah,
it's freaking rad. That's why.
If you don't know what a fupa is, leave it in chat and Amy can explain it to you.
Oh boy. Greg says he is gonna eat you.
Yeah. He's very angry. All right, let's see how this pile works out for us.
Oh god.
I do not know.
Emilio says, I just wish we could have had one last father-son moment. My heart will forever ache.
Emilio, I didn't die. I'm like, we'll see each other again for sure.
Nope.
Emilio doesn't have object permanence. So he doesn't see us anymore, so we're clearly dead. All right, pass to attackers. I guess we curate.
I'll say we're his parents, but I don't think I'm going to admit to him being a toddler.
Do I just put this in the graveyard? Yeah, I put this in the graveyard.
Erica says, Daddy Joe, forgive him.
Oh, God. Not this again.
He's the sub.
I feel Philip DeFranco's pain. There was a long period of time where all of his viewers were calling him daddy, and he was just like, it's cool if we don't do that, right? And people did not listen. Especially because he mentioned that it bothered him. So of course, it's the internet, right? It's like, oh, this thing that you're doing bothers me. Oh, this thing, and they just keep doing it.
Like our opponent spamming nice.
Yeah, in the last draft. Oh, they do have Argoth, so if they play Titania, we probably lose. Just saying.
No, yeah, he was the sub. What was the thing that we said?
I wanted the Stern Lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, the card that's right here.
Emilio says, I'll be your toddler. Just tell me what to do, Daddy. Oh, God, it's getting worse.
So, notably, by the way, one more land and we can play one with the multiverse. Oh, I don't know how. Don't ask me how, but we can.
Good.
They have removal. Oh, they just are scrying one. And they keep it on top. Congrats, you found something that you wanted. I'm very scared.
See, Helen says, insert Doctor Who, are you my mummy joke here.
Nice.
And Emilio says, I can't stop being weird. I'm sorry. No one would ever ask you to. No.
All right, we're going to pass. If they attack with their Coilless Rock, I think we have to, like, flash in our Coilless Rock and block. So, rock and block.
Asking people to stop being weird is not a thing we do here. Because then we would just all have to leave. Every one of us.
Well, then we would have to discard a card as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, draw 2, discard 1. Discard the island.
Emilio says, some people do. Mostly the store's mailman. Well, I mean, can't get more blasé than a mailman, so.
Do I do this now? Surveil 2, draw a card? Sure. I want one with the multiverse. I can cast it now. Give it to me.
You're just exceptional compared to him, Avi.
1, 2 in the graveyard. Give me one with the multiverse. Damn it. This one. This one's one with the multiverse. This card. Damn it. Give it to me.
Erica says, we've been naughty. Punish us.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Greg says, feels like we're just looking for the mythic. I feel like we just keep playing draw spells to find it.
Yep. 100% that's what we do.
That's the deck.
100%. Also, like, randomly with our mana, we can start putting things back on the bottom of our library. So, if we want to. We're just going to pass here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have a counterspell if we need. Like, if they're going to play something huge here. Right now, they're tapping a single blue.
They're not going to play something huge.
They make a 2/2 bear and then mill 3 cards. They got 2 land and an aeronaut cavalry. Okay. Pass to attackers. They don't attack, and they end their turn. We don't have any card draw. Like, we have this, which scries, but I guess I just do this. Like, no, we go to our graveyard. That's what we're here for. Put the stern lesson back on the bottom.
Joe's going to give you that stern lesson.
I'm giving myself a stern lesson. Nope. Our graveyard. Let's also put a curate back on the bottom. Sure. Why not? We have 25 cards in our library now. We're going to draw 1 here. 1 with the multi... Oh, we can do this again? Hell yeah.
Greg says, do we have any shuffle?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But that's not why we have this, technically. It's just to, like, refill our stuff. Hey, Urza's rebuff. More counterspell stuff. Okay.
It's just so we don't mill ourselves out.
Mm-hmm. All right, draw go. Sorry, I technically played a land as well. But with Desynchronize, Urza's rebuff, Scatter Ray, and Coilless Rock, I don't need to play things on my turn. That's ridiculous. I do not have my second red because I put it in the graveyard, so I can't play Unleash Shell, but we're okay so far, knock on wood.
Erica says, Joe, you can't give yourself a lesson on camera. That's against terms of service.
Ah, damn, I didn't know. All right,
That's
so...
an acronym I actually know.
We're going to counter it. Unless you pay 4, which you cannot do because you spent all of your mana to play that. Pass to attackers. They attack for 3. It's definitely necessary to do this now. And we make a tap Power Stone token. Pass 2 blockers. Tradesies. Perfect. Let's put the bird back on... Let's put the bird back in the bottom of our library. Oh, we can't. It's got to be a non-land card. Or instant or sorcery. Or artifact. Okay. The counterspell, please. We drew fucking... we drew a land. Combat. All 3 of them attack. Sure. We win this race. You got it. Take 3, go to 14. End our turn.
Yep. We did it.
We have enough mana to play both of these. Hey, look, Liberator. I can counter that, right? Sure. Counter.
Erica says, Joe, I don't like counter spells. Geek for all.
Yeah, I know. I said I was going to be that guy. Oh, that's fine. You countered my counter. You got it. Classic Magic the Gathering, am I right? Okay. Cast your next spell, and then I'll just bounce your creature back to your library if I need to. Pass to attackers. I'll hold off. They have a 1/2. We have 2 1/3 reach blockers. So I'll just put the counter spell back on the bottom. And the involuntary cooldown back on the bottom. Nope, not their cards. Our cards. Thank you. 1 with the multiverse. Damn it.
It's something to get you to 1 with the multiverse.
It actually means that like triple blocking this Liberator is definitely a thing. So that I will want to be doing soon.
Good.
Combat. Attack with a 2/5.
They're probably sitting over there going, what is this deck they're doing?
That's funny. I'm also sitting here wondering what this deck is. Giant Growth. All right, I'll get rid of your stupid thing. And I scry 2.
Dave
Cool.
is here and says, Heart, lurkin'. Much love, guys.
Thanks, Dave.
We love you too.
It gets hexproof and indestructible until end of turn.
It was nice to see you and play Hero Quest with you. It was fun.
Agreed.
That
Okay.
game kicked our ass so bad.
Yeah, my classic mothers, right? But my mom was like, when we told her that we played the game, she was like, who won? And I was like, I mean, me, technically? Because I was like the bad guy and everybody else died. Except for one other person.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Claire.
Yeah.
She's great.
Erica says, Dave.
Oh, shit. They have Awaken the Woods in their deck.
Ooh.
Create X/1/1 Green Forest Dryad Land creature tokens. Oh, I am very glad they did not play that. Pass. They milled it instead, and again, have 16 cards left in their library. Like I said, milling is definitely a strategy in this deck for sure. Pass to attackers. I don't see them doing it. I can't see you doing it. I just take my turn. God damn it.
Oh.
just draw one with the multiverse. Or the friggin' other thing, whose name I literally can never remember.
Greg says, do we have anything that can mill them?
Not in our pool, no. And definitely not in our deck. No attacks. End of the turn. No. I mean, we have like, I think our card draw spells make them draw, right?
I mean, we have the fact that our deck is a stall engine, basically.
Oh, a 4/5, Yeah, that can definitely die. Scry 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to kill it. And they take 2, which is not nothing.
Do we have any that surveil?
We do. We have 1. The 3/3. As long as you have an island as a 3/3. The Walking Bulwark. We have 1.
Yes.
All right, pass to attackers. Don't attack with your Liberator. I will triple block, but I will also kill your Spotter Thumper. You take 2. Oh, they save it. Okay. They had more Coastal Bulwark. Thank you. Walking Bulwark is something different. I guess I play this land. We sure do have a lot of things, a lot of ways to make land. That's for sure. No attacks. I think we lose now. Like, we went through half our deck. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oops.
8/6 Menace.
Erica says, my trend of only getting to watch Geek for All when I'm sick or in pain
Oh, no.
continues.
Erica, no.
Sad face. If it's any consolation, I'm in pain right now, too. So, solidarity, I guess?
Lovely. Just what we've always wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. We dug through so many cards.
Went to urgent care for it finally, and they gave me an ace bandage, and a sling for my arm, which I wore for a number of hours last night, making it hurt a lot more. But then once I took it off, it felt really good, and I thought that like maybe it had gotten pretty decently healed by today because I was using it and it was all right. But now it hurts a lot now that it's the end of the day. So
Ooh, possibilities. Drawing a card. Give me something that's not a land. Come on, baby. It's not nothing. Let's do this first. Replay it. Draw another card. Yep, 6 mana, 7, 8 if we play the land, so we can still play one with the multiverse. Give me one with the multiverse.
yes,
Okay, close enough. Temporal Anchor, let's go. Prowess Trigger.
still a good card.
Exactly. Okay. Do I play the land? I don't think I need to play the land. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll play the land. No attacks. Do we lose? We definitely lose. We're just super dead. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards on the bottom of our library. They exiled our thing. Yeah, we're super dead.
No.
No, we're very dead. I don't know why you would attack with the other thing. I guess, whatever. It doesn't matter. We block there. We die. Yeah, so what? 19 cards minus 6. We had 13 cards left in our library. So the last 14 cards had the Temporal Anchor and one with the multiverse in it.
Wow.
Not much I could do about that. I drew like a million cards. We put so many back in the bottom. Like, we tried.
Thank you, Eric. And I commend you on being the person who got the name Eric.
Yeah, very good. Well, we're 0-1 with this deck. That honestly did a lot better than I thought it would. That lasted a lot longer. Like, I suspected it would be just a squash. Just an absolute squash. And it was not. Let's look at this deck. What do we have? Yeah, I mean, we don't have any shuffle of any kind. Not even like an Evolving Wilds. Because we didn't need to take an Evolving Wilds. We were barely in a second color. We didn't see the Third Path Iconoclast either, or the Coastal Bulwark. So, Greg, you were right on the name. Yeah, we didn't see Depth Charge Colossus, one with the multiverse, the Temporal Anchor, Third Path Iconoclast, or Coastal Bulwark, or Latinam Adept, I think, which are like some of our best cards. And we only had like 16 cards that we didn't see or something. And we were missing one of the Unleashed Shells as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
realize
weird.
we do have 44 cards. but
Irrelevant. Like,
still.
we still, like I said, we had 6 on the bottom, which means, 13 cards. 13 cards that we didn't see. And like 5 or 6 of them would have been like the best cards on our field.
Yeah.
If we had gotten them. Very interesting. All right. Well, hey, as I said, we will continue playing this next week because I'm curious about this deck. I feel like it's bad, but it survived for a while in that game. And if we had one with the multiverse, like we could have started cranking things out a lot faster. It just has to not be in the bottom like quarter of our deck.
Greg says, come on, chat. Say it with me. Play one more. Play one more. I'm okay with that.
All right. We'll do one more. If the people request it, the people will have it. I was going to go for a bio break after we played the deck. And then I was like, it's fine. We'll just play one game. Who cares? I'll wait longer.
He's been holding it forever.
We're playing.
Bladder will explode.
We're playing against Mr. Rogers.
Oh.
3 land, Tower Worker, Wing Commando, Latinam Adept. Yeah, we're good. Oh, and they mulligan, so even better.
And they have the cool sleeves.
Oh, yeah. We have those. The Magali sleeves.
Yeah. We should use those more.
Okay.
C. Holland says, play one more. Erica says, the deck may be bad, but the hosts are cool and fun and my friends. We
Well,
love you too, Erica.
Thank you, Erica. That's very kind. Oh no, slow start. No, not a combat courier attack. Damn it. I love you so much. Why? Why do you do this to me?
Greg says, boom, chat wins. It does it to you because it's a stern lesson, Joe. And it knows you like the stern lesson.
Oh, they end of turn did that. Okay. What the hell's happening? Why are they 4 colors? Is there something insane at 5 colors in this set? I guess there's door to nothingness, right? If I get door to nothingness, I'm going to be so pissed. Battery bearer. Uh-oh. No, this is not the deck for that. Come on. Don't battery bearer me, man. That is rough as hell. Okay, here we go. Stern lesson. Yeah, they're on some weird stuff for sure. They discard. They discard. Oh, a desynchronize. And play another land and play an air marshal. Okay. Which are another land, which means tower worker and wing commando. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 more land, and we will have enough for the. Oh. Portal to Phyrexia. Oh.
Ooh.
They got their big scary thing before we got our big scary thing. I guess I play a 6/6.
That's a scary thing.
That doesn't untap.
Greg says, oh crap.
Yeah, it sure is oh crap. Oh man, if we had the card that puts things on the bottom of our library, we wouldn't have to deal with all this crap. Oh no. They play a 6/5, gain 6 life, get a +1/+1 counter, draw a card. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Holy shit. Oh, and another combat courier, because why not? Come on.
We draw land because of course we do.
Oh, we could put this back into our deck, like on the bottom.
Ooh.
But we could do that later. We'll do this for now. Tap you and put stun counters on them. 2 stun counters on each. Okay. Combat. 6/6.
Greg says it gives us our card back.
Yeah. Exactly. So that goes away. We end our turn. We can just untap it at any time. They will take the flyer, the wing commando. You got it. Ah! Their second mythic. Mishra claimed by Gix. Combat Courier. Comes back. Okay. So either they have something here or they forget that I can untap at instant speed. Oh. Okay. Target soldier gains flying itself. You got it. I lose 3 life. Go to 16. And then before passing to blockers, I will untap my Depth Charge Colossus. And then block this way and this way. Why would I cancel those blocks? Misclick. This way and this way. 2 blockers. Amazing. We take 1 damage. And 2 of their creatures die. Okay. Alright. Let's play. Well, let's go to combat, I guess. Because we can always desynchronize if we need to. Let's attack for 6. They block with our creature, which just goes to our graveyard now. so they can get it back later. Let's Coastal Bulwark and keep up Desynchronize if we need it. Or untapping the Depth Charge Colossus. They get back their own Battery Bearer. Makes sense. Haywire Might. Exile a non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment, which means that the 2 best cards in our deck can be gotten rid of by this 1/1.
Oh. Ooh.
We can always desynchronize it, but, you know, Hoarding Recluse.
I like the spider.
Good, I'm glad. I don't like much of what's happening to us right now, but I'm glad you're happy.
Well, I didn't say I was happy. I just like the spider. Greg says, depth charge seems sweet. Wonder who told you to add it. Smile face.
Jesus, Greg. Good point. Good point. Do we just desync Mishra here? Ugh.
Greg says he's doing work.
He is, yeah. I mean, like...
Block?
Yeah. The issue is, like, they're just going to get it back every turn. Pass to blockers. Block here. Block here. They sack it to draw a card. You got it.
He says untap, but take 0.
Yeah. Yeah, it just prevents us from taking damage, but yeah, they just get it back every turn.
He's asking if we can bounce the portal.
Target non-land permanent. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? They still have the mana for it easily. Yeah, we couldn't surveil. It still had summoning sickness at the end of their turn.
So I can delay a turn.
So we can delay a turn, yeah. All right, so I will...
if we needed to.
Yeah. Guess I could... Because this is on upkeep? Yeah. Let's...
Wait, not now. Wait.
Yeah. Let's not attack, because now they just have a Death Toucher.
I am saying it's a line if we need to.
Good point. For sure. Right, so I assume they just get Mishra back. Yeah. Makes sense. It's their other mythic. Like, their one mythic gets their other mythic.
Ugh.
Pass to attackers. Jesus. I mean, they're at 31, so I guess I can't blame them. Super annoying. Yeah, there's no way for us to win this game at all. We block here. We block here. At least it gets rid of the counters on that. We block here. Take 5. And go to 3. Yeah, we're just super dead. Like, there's just nothing we can do. Draw another tower worker. Pass to damage. We're at 3. They gain 2 life and go to 38 because they needed that. And then before my turn, we surveil. The mountain goes to the graveyard. We then take our turn and draw a curate. Okay. I guess it surveils 2 before we draw a card.
Another curate.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So we can... That's interesting. We have to wait. But no, we definitely keep... Because we can bounce their thing. Because, like, drawing our big thing here doesn't really help us a lot. The thing we need to get rid of is the portal and or Mishra. And this combo does that. We just bounce it back to the top of their library, and then when they try to replay the portal, we counter it. Combat. They're at 38. Like, I'm not... There's no reason for me to attack here. Portal to Phyrexia gets them something.
Erica says, well, if we have to get bodied, losing to the flavorful combo of Mishra and Phyrexia is how to do it.
I guess.
Sorry, guys. Let me hitch closer so I can maybe actually see this when I read.
Pass to attackers, attacking with everybody, and we lose.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Double Mythics is real rough, man. Okay, we are 1 and 5 on the day.
Yeah.
Doing real good in this format, everybody. Real good. Real good. Okay. Anyway, that is going to be the end of this stream.
Greg just has a sad face.
I also have a sad face. Hey, honestly, this was still a ton of fun because, as Erica pointed out earlier, you know, it's just fun. Like, we get to hang out together, winning or losing, making interesting decks for sure. So we'll continue this deck next week, even if we lose and then just immediately start another one. That's sometimes how it happens, and that's totally fine. But we will be back next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here for all of you. So as I mentioned earlier, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out or whenever we go live. We will also be live, despite the fact that it is like the day after a holiday here in the United States. We will still be live this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern playing more God of War, the original from 2005. We would love to have you with us. Hang out on, again, if you're in the US, on Black Friday, if you can. If you're just here for Magic, no worries whatsoever. Like I said, we'll be back next Monday with more of that. And otherwise, Amy, first of all, you can read the message that we have not gotten a chance to read.
Erica says, good night, friends. Heart.
Good night, Erica. As always, thanks so much for being here.
Yes.
I'm slightly stealing Amy's thunder, but Amy, you've got some folks to thank tonight.
Yes, I do. Greg says, I might be working Friday. Sad face.
Yeah, you guys usually like kind of go all out for Black Friday, so I imagine that would be the case. But
Emilio says, God of War is so good.
We played the first episode of the first stream of it this past Friday, and we will do it again this Friday. So yeah, it's really cool.
Greg says, LOL, yeah. C. Holland says, night.
Good night, C. Holland. And so
Yes.
speaking of which, Amy.
And thank you so much for being here, C. Holland.
Correct.
And good luck getting those glasses.
Correct. Yes, good luck.
Greg, thank you so much for being here as well. Especially, I know that, you know, you're coming home from work and a long day and, you know, you could be spending time with your family, but you're here with us and that's really special.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Emilio, thanks so much for being here because we love you. Toddler.
Toddler.
Our son. Erica says...
No.
I'm just trying to read chat.
No.
Erica, thanks for being here. We love you. It's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like we have any filming to do after this or anything.
We have so much filming to do. Dave said, I'm still doing it. Help me. Just help me.
It's fine. You're doing great.
Dave, thanks for being here. We love you. It was fun when we got to play Hero Quest. We should do it again.
For sure.
CJ, thanks for showing up. I know that you're usually doing a million things, so I really appreciate you coming here.
For sure.
To stop by. Jayanna, same goes for you. I really appreciate it because you're wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you all, and you're great, and have a good night. And Greg says, have a good night.
Oh.
And Emilio says...
No. You missed a lot of stuff.
Oh, God.
So from
Greg
up here.
says, family is asleep. So it's Joe and Amy time. Emilio says, thanks, Mom and Dad. Greg says, have a great night, guys.
Great. Have a good night, Greg. Thank you.
Sorry to keep interrupting Amy, LOL.
We
You
had
were,
scrolled up, so we
yes.
didn't even see it, but we then scrolled down and saw it, so no worries.
But that's totally fine. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? Emilio says, hope you have a great night. Sleep well and dream well. Don't forget that it's November. Winky face.
Yeah, it's almost over for you, Emilio, I guess. But yeah, it sure is November still.
Yep.
So yes, thank you all so very much for being here. If you
So
did
just
not
think about those stern lessons all night long.
If you did not hear your name just mentioned or mentioned just now, it is not because we don't appreciate you. It's just because we didn't see you in chat. If you were lurking, we appreciate you nonetheless. Please don't ever hesitate to talk in chat if that's something you're interested in doing. But also, there's no pressure to do so either. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes.
But we hope to see you soon on a stream, again, either Friday or next Monday, or whenever you get the chance to come and join us, because we appreciate it at any time. But between now and the next time that we do see you, please continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours super important. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.